She said, something ain't right. I said, oh man. She said, oh man, the building is on fire. I said, no, what? I got my 3 kids and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be in no fire, not today.
Today is a sad day. I'm here at one of my houses in Coolidge, Arizona, and my house burnt down. So I was gonna give you just a little bit of a tour so you can kind of see inside. You can just kind of see. So we were about ready to get it renovated, and the prior tenants that were in there just didn't take care of it, and then they stopped paying rent, and then they just kind of trashed the place. They moved around some load-bearing walls and different things like that. So we were going to get to it, but we had several projects going at the same time, and so we weren't this wasn't the next project we were going to do. But then the sad thing that happened is, I guess a few months earlier, I got a message from my insurance company saying, hey, because there's an issue with the roof, we're going to go ahead and cancel insurance. And again, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get to it pretty soon, so I didn't really do much with it. And then it burns down. So lesson learned, fire my insurance company.
We had to go undercover with Detective Foley to solve this case.
That cuts it, Taggart. You're fired.
Yeah?
You're fired, too.
Lutz,
Isn't that right?
I think I've just about had it with your abusive attitude.
I'm sorry. I get carried away. I'm sorry.
You are fired. Do you understand that?
Don't overreact, Ted, please.
You're fired.
And I'm serious. I'm pretty upset. Now, I know it's my responsibility and I should have taken care of it. But the thing that I'm upset about is I need an insurance guy that has a hard time sleeping at night when my properties aren't insured. Not just somebody that says, they send out a little email saying, oh, hey, by the way, this insurance is going to cancel because the roof is bad, blah, blah, blah. I need somebody that's going to call me frequently and say, hey, when are we going to get this insured? It's not insured. I don't want it to burn down. And, really kind of be on top of me getting it done, because, again, I have so many different things going on, so many different projects, that I need my insurance guy to kind of to step up and take that role of, hey, I'm going to make sure that you're properly insured all the time. And he didn't do that. So I'm going to be firing my insurance guy and getting another guy that's going to take the reins, take accountability, and saying, hey, man, I'm going to make sure you're insured with what you need, not more than you need. I'm going to have it all organized and everything. Okay, I'm done with the rant. Now I'm going to show you a little bit more of the sadness that I feel. Look at this. That was a bathroom at one point, I believe. Again, this is just sad. This was a bedroom. Look at the roof or the ceiling. Sad, 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 sad. What's interesting is we had started with the rehab, and we used to have a pool right there. And so we, took out the pool because I just don't think that it's going to add much value here in this area, in this location. So we spent, a few $1,000s and, putting the dirt in, and you have to go and puncture holes in the pool, and then you have to fill it and all of these things so that it will drain water properly. That cost us a few $1,000s. And then this burns down. It's so sad. Here's the kitchen area. Again. Now I'm actually not going inside because they've not only boarded up the doors, but they've put screws in it, making it hard for me to actually even get inside. So it says obviously the code enforcement and not safe to get inside. So I'm sad. Now it does have a guest house over here. Now the guest house, again, they used it in a way that wasn't great. They had animals in it. You see there's a pile of poop bigger than a dog in there. Look at that. That's disgusting. Anyway, so it doesn't look like anything happened to the guest house with regard to the fire, just the tenants, right? So it's a frustrating experience. Frustrating. And this was a lease option buyer. So this goes against what I tell people, that usually lease option buyers do better than your average buyer. But what I mean by that is that if you have somebody that's going to come in and live in a property and do the lease with the option to buy, and they come in with $5,000 or more, and in order to, buy the option to buy the property within a certain period of time. Well, usually those people are going to treat your property better. But even with lease option buyers, it's important to do some kind of routine inspections. Once or twice a year, get into the property, make sure they're not doing weird things with it, because these people had actually removed a load-bearing wall in the house and had done some really funky things to it. So anyway, long story short, I'm sad, but this is what I'm going to tell you I'm going to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to do with this house. Even though I'm sad about what happened, if you take a look at this lot right here goes all the way over there to that fence, comes all the way over here to this fence. I believe it is a double lot. So one of the options is going to be to take this down to the ground, just demolish it and remove it. If we demolish it and remove it, we may have the ability to go and put 2 houses on this land. And if we do that, then when all is said and done, we should be able to make about $100,000 on this deal, even though it burned down. So that's the silver lining. So hopefully we can turn this tragedy into some money, and I'll let you know how it goes.